Well, this is not very good news, but then again, I guess we're all accustomed to not hearing any good news. So these cases will explode, warns Obama's That Thing czar. See, I can't say anything about anything bad on YouTube, or just the video automatically gets hit. As figures show, that thing is already spreading faster in America than it ever did in China, and the U.S. has the second most new cases per day in the world. That's not good news. The Obama administration's That Thing czar issued a stark warning that That Thing cases are expected to explode in the U.S. as America now reports more new daily cases of the thing as China did at the apparent peak of the outbreak there. On Thursday, can't even say that number because they flagged that number. New cases were reported across the U.S., let's just say quite a few, according to a DailyMail.com analysis of publicly available health data. That is the second highest number of new cases that has been reported in one day anywhere in the world to date. That word, because I can't say that word because that word is flagged as well, that particular country word, reported that number. I can't even report that number because that number is flagged as well. New cases yesterday. Boy, isn't the news fun nowadays? China's reported number of daily new cases peaked at that number, because I can't say that number because that number is flagged, on February 5th, which after which the rate of spread appeared to decline. By Thursday, China reported no locally transmitted cases for the second day in a row, although several dozen new cases were tracked from people entering the country from abroad. The worst, that word, because that word's flagged, in China was over. Beijing changed the way it classified that word, cases, and announced an additional 19,000 diagnoses from the preceding month. It means the real number of new cases per day in China may have been much higher than its peak of that number. Boy, isn't the news funny in the age of censorship. However, the sharp increase in new cases in the U.S. is even more worrying relative to population. With a population of 1.4 billion, China has roughly 4 times the 330 million population of America. Which is true. They're more populated, which means their spread should have been faster. And ours is faster. To some extent, reported numbers of new cases may also reflect local decisions on whom and when to test, and the numbers in the U.S. are rising sharply, partly because testing is becoming more widespread. But the trend is extremely worrying and indicates that the outbreak may now be worse in the U.S. than it ever was in China. Crap, and I said that word, didn't I? Which took draconian measures to lock down the population and bring the virus to heel. Which, I don't know, do we need to take these draconian measures? I don't know. I don't know. Do we do a hard, solitary style lockdown? Let me cover that word up right there. There we go. Do we do a hard, solitary lockdown? What do we do? And, God, man, the censorship around this is just absurd. YouTube. Absurd, YouTube. How many lives have died, YouTube, because you're suppressing news? How many lives have people got the wrong information? I understand you're trying to stop wrong information from getting out there, but stifling just all the information on it, that's draconian. Anyways, what is your opinion? What should we do? Should we go on a hard lockdown for 5 weeks? Should we? I don't know. I do know it would be nice to be able to get life back to normal. That's what I know. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.